What up, though? Think about it. Once our families was living in mostly forested portions of America. Go ahead, look it up. Look it up. Our family members, nuclear, extended, were around one another. Imagine your mother, father, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews, aunties, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers, great grandmothers, great grandfathers, cousins, spouses of family members, and spouses of extended family members. The families living in the areas to the east, west, north, and south of our families. Upon discovering us, our families in the forest of America, hundreds of family members and generational friends of our families, men, women, girls and boys from babies and adolescents, teenagers, family members in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and hundreds, enjoying optimal health, partially naked bodies, sun-drenched, shining, chiseled like action figures, and adorned in the jewels of the land and tufts of bright feathers. The word tribe may have seemed an appropriate description. Today, my family resides fragmented in multiple areas of the American soil. From a vast family to a few family members near one another, maybe a few if we lucky. We Americans, who some term Black Americans and or African Americans, are not the same, and hence the reason Black Americans and or African Americans don't get along with one another. We separate our families and move to far off portions of America, to unfamiliar neighborhoods, distances that would be unheard of 200 to 700 years ago and before that. I'm as different from any person termed white as I am from my closest family members or my closest friends, and vice versa. And we wonder why, no matter what the pursuit, no matter what the relationship, no matter what proximity, we clash, we kill, we fight, we scheme on those who also term Black Americans and or African Americans properly Americans. Us Americans who are falsely termed Black Americans and or African Americans are all vastly different individually from one another. Although we're able to communicate with one another across America, no matter what the variation of accents, many of us started from similar foundations. There exists, without doubt, an uncanny familiarity between us as Americans. However, that doesn't eclipse the reality of our differences. The next time you hear buzzwords like Black community, African American community, we need this or we need that to stop the killings and violence in our communities. We need jobs. We need more programs. We need to come together to fight systematic racism and white supremacy. The next time you hear these or read these types of buzzwords, be mindful that we ain't the same. Do the right thing.